Hey, I watched this video the other day, and this guy, he gets people on and he asks them for hot takes, and some guy was like, "There's too many U.S. states. We need to take out 10." And I was like, you know what? I should bring this up on the podcast. I was like, maybe we should come up with a list of 10 states that we could do without. Or he combined it. Like he's like, oh, like the Dakotas, make them one Dakota. Why do we need North and South? I was like, pretty good,
I don't even think we need Dakota at all.
That's right.
Kick
I
both
think
of
they
them out.
should secede.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's
But I
let's
agree.
do
What
let's
I
do
don't, I
that
don't,
exercise. Yeah, that is true. We should.
that sounds healthy.
Yeah.
So he took out 10 states. So are we all just picking like
I think
3 or 4, or like are we conclusively agreeing with all the 10 we'll choose?
I think we
Let's.
all just submit a couple and we try to get to 10.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, Ohio is gone. Done.
Yeah. Fuck the Bengals. Fuck the Browns. Fuck the Cavs. Fuck the
Like
Guardians.
Cleveland, I don't know what it's doing there, but it
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Shit
So like
city.
let's just get that out right
Rock
away.
and Roll Hall of
Well,
Fame. Who
Cleveland's
needs it? Or you know what? We take that. We take the Football Hall of Fame. We transplant them to a better state, and then we kick that one to the curb. I like that.
I get down with that.
I'm gonna say Hawaii, but for reasons that they don't like tourists and they kind of want to be their own nation anyway. It's so far off the map anyway.
Give them the
Let them have
independence.
independence. Yeah,
Okay, I'm
Right.
down
let them
with
be
that.
their own thing. That's not they. I would love to keep Hawaii around. They seem like great people. Let them do their own thing.
How about Nebraska?
Oh yeah, I mean the country's BMI would collectively go down by like maybe 2 or 3 if we got those fuckers out of here.
I think our country's supply of corn would significantly go down. So
We could
It
grow
would.
corn
I was
other
also gonna.
places.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was gonna put up Idaho too, and they got the potatoes all over
Yeah.
there. So
so you sold on Nebraska?
I'm good with it.
I'm sold.
So that's what? That's 3. We got 3. Okay.
Yeah, that's 3.
Idaho. I don't know. I can make a case for Idaho. It's a cool shape. I like that. Montana kind of fits
Interesting.
right in there. You know.
I think this guy said this in the video, and I didn't think about it, but I agree with him. He said combine Massachusetts and Rhode Island.
No. I was gonna bring this up. We take Rhode Island. They become
you wanna-
part of Connecticut.
Well, you know what? So I thought of that too. I'm actually glad you said that. I thought of that because it could be one huge like Long Island Sound, like Connecticut Sound, which means that Connecticut will actually get technically an ocean because Rhode
Yes.
Island gets the Atlantic Ocean.
Yes.
So
yeah,
I
no,
actually
we,
like
we,
that
we get
better.
that. We also get the Long Island. We get Long Island too. We take it away from
Yeah.
New York. That little strip of land or whatever. That's us now.
I don't know about
No.
that.
We're taking that
seems
from
a
you, Austin. We're
little-
taking
Here,
that
here
from you,
comes the
all
New
right?
Yorker.
No.
Here he comes. Here
taking
comes the New
that-
Yorker.
No.
Tell us
Are you
why.
kidding me?
The
You're gonna
Connecticut
take
border.
away-
The Connecticut border now starts at Belmont. You still get to be a New Yorker. But we take the rest of the island, which is not an island. It's a peninsula, by the way.
We get
I
the New York
refuse.
Islanders.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. We'll build you a little bridge so you can get over here easier.
We already
can
have a
do that.
ferry. We have a ferry, and we're
Yeah,
gonna
we got
take.
the ferry.
We're
We
taking
don't
the
need
rest of
no
the island.
bridge.
No,
taking-
you're
we're
getting
taking the
Rhode
rest.
Island, and you're gonna be happy with that.
Here comes
All
the New
right,
Yorker.
okay.
Oh, you're
All right,
taking
fine.
it.
I-
You know
listen.
what? You know. All I have to do is make one phone call to my girl T Swift.
What is
That's
that
it.
going to do? What is that going to do?
Are you kidding?
We
You know
already
how many
own Rhode
people that she
Island.
could rally.
Yeah,
If
but
she said that her house was under threat, and all of a sudden, she's trying to get taken over by Connecticut, and she's like,
But she
"I don't want
has
that to
she
happen."
has a house in Rhode Island, so technically be Connecticut at that point. So you're saying in Long Island, she has a home in Long Island as well?
Maybe I'm confusing the two. I thought she had a home in Long Island, like in Montauk.
Oh,
No, I don't think
no,
so.
Rhode Island.
It's Watch Hill.
Westerly.
Yeah.
Oh, watch
shit.
So she's already a
Uh,
nutmegger. So
Dang, that sounds like a slur. I don't like
I
that.
know. I was like, damn, I kind of said that with some force. I don't like the way I said that.
Another one we should
Guys,
combine.
Might have to
hate
bleep
that
that in
word,
the
man.
post.
Yeah.
No, keep it.
Well,
you didn't
no,
say
I'm
anything
keeping
wrong.
that in because if I say it, if I bleep it out, people will think I said something worse.
Yeah, that's true. No, you gotta keep that.
Yeah, we'll keep that in.
I'm just glad it was
Anyways,
2 states that we should combine: New Hampshire, Vermont. It's basically the same thing.
I'm okay with combining states.
Yeah, but I don't think we should
I'm
combine
still-
2 New England states. We still need to have a little collective here. We're already combining Connecticut and Rhode Island. We should be looking to combine other worthless states. I'm not. Hey, listen,
Yeah,
I
and
like
you're
I like the process here. That's smart. We call it New
It is.
Vermont. We take a word from each. But I don't like losing too many New England states there.
Now, I think, now hear me out on this. I think we should give Louisiana back to the French. What do you think about that?
That's fine.
Yeah. As
I
long as
don't-
we can pick up Greenland, I'm
Yeah,
okay with that.
which we are.
Now,
by the
do
way.
we give
We're picking
we
up
give
Greenland. We're
Fl-
picking up Canada. Just wait on it, guys.
That's right.
And Panama.
Easy.
Apparently.
Are we
So-
giving Florida back to the Spaniards? Is it going back
Absolute-
to the Royal Palace?
Anything to get rid of Florida. If anything,
Right.
we should take a large jigsaw and cut it from the mainland and let it kind of just float out and drift out into the water there.
Now, imagine
Which, by the way,
then-
I think is a practical solution.
Yes.
That could be done.
now
One big
doesn't
jigsaw.
the
One
shape
big
of-
jigsaw.
the shape of Florida and the shape of Italy, isn't it kind of similar? Can we just swap the two and just send Florida to Europe and then just put Italy on the bottom?
I don't know if I want a
Isn't
bunch
you-
of more. I don't know if I want more Italians in this nation. I'll be honest.
Ooh.
I don't think I want that.
Ooh, that's you're part Italian. What the
I
hell's
know,
going on?
which is why I can say that. So that's why I could say that.
Hold on. But if we wanted to get practical about this, if you bring Italy and put it in a place of Florida, everything that's great about Italy would almost
Be gone.
instantly be negated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take that back. It would go to shit. It would go to shit. Okay, give it back to the Spaniards. I'm not worried about that.
Also, I think a lot of Italians would be pretty hard Trump supporters, so I gotta.
Yeah, we're getting
gotta-
rid of one problem to add back the same problem. All right, I don't like that. So let's just keep Italy away.
Yes. Yep.
What other?
What do we like? How about Alabama?
They could stay. They got football. That's cool.
Yeah. Good rep for the country.
Yeah, I was thinking give New Mexico back to Mexico. You don't need it.
I like that.
What does
I
that
like
state have for us? Albuquerque?
I was thinking something about New Mexico. What is it? Like, I'm sure people say that about Connecticut. Like, what is it? But like, what is New Mexico in the same scope? Like, what
Yeah.
are they doing? What's going on over there?
Hey, Connecticut we got pizza. We got the second best buffalo wing in the nation. We got Yale, UConn,
Capital.
bunch of
Basketball
you know.
capital.
Exactly.
What's the second best? Is that J. Tim's?
Yeah. J. Tim's I think was rated the second best wing in the nation like a couple years ago, and I think they've been riding that high for a
Oh, we'll never
decade.
let that go.
Oh yeah, I'm never letting that go. That wing is fucking great.
It's delicious.
But yeah, what does New Mexico? They have what, the high school from High School Musical? Big
Listen,
whoop.
I would argue to say
Recreated
that
somewhere else.
Connecticut has some decent wine. Their wine trail is pretty good.
I was gonna say there's a lot of wineries and breweries in Connecticut that you don't really see in other places. Yeah, that's we got a lot going on in this state. I'll tell you that.
I think Oregon and Washington. I think they got to combine.
No,
it's
they're
the
two
Pacific
different
Northwest.
things.
That's
They're two
insane.
different things.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
No.
It's not, and you know it.
Yeah, there's other. All right, you know what? This is in a different vein. It's not a state, but Kansas City. Missouri and Kansas have to figure it out. You can't both have bordering cities in these states called Kansas City. One of you guys, only one of the states should be able to own Kansas City, and I think it should be Missouri because it's funnier if Kansas
Ooh,
City
see,
is
no,
in
no,
Missouri.
I know somebody who I worked with at the hospital, and then ironically went to a hospital in Pittsburgh. She's from Kansas City, Kansas, and she argues that Kansas is the majority of Kansas City.
Hey, listen, I don't care. Have a football game, let have somebody to decide a war. I don't care. Just only
like-
one of you guys can own
What if-
imagine if Connecticut had a New York City, Connecticut bordering New York City. How stupid is that? Only one state can own Kansas City.
How did that happen?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Who let this happen?
Because it must have happened a while ago, and somebody was butthurt.
Yeah.
Well, like I
Clearly.
guess it's the same thing for Niagara Falls. Like who has ownership of Niagara Falls?
that's
Is it
different
the
because
states or is it Canada?
That's different because it's literally a border that's just one name where both places have claim to it. We're talking about two cities that border each other that have the same exact name for no reason. It's so stupid.
I think because of that, both of them have to go.
At around
You
the
know-
same time, settlement was beginning along the river's bottom of Wyandotte County just across from the border state of Kansas. So from the 1850s on, there were two Kansas cities divided by Missouri-Kansas state line, and both grew from a consolidation of villages rather than from a single unit.
So again, just two neighboring towns decide to call themselves Kansas City. I mean, it is very dumb for the Kansas City, Missouri to be like, oh yeah, we're going to name ourselves Kansas City after our neighbors.
It just seems a little sloppy.
Yeah.
You know,
Why not Missouri City? I don't know.
easy. Almost too easy of a switch. Apparently.
Yeah. You know what? For that fact, since we're on eliminating states, eliminate Missouri. Fuck them.
That's right. Don't need them.
We don't need to figure this out anymore. They
Well,
don't need to battle
yeah,
for Kansas City.
no,
Just eliminate
Ka-
Missouri.
Kansas City should go to Kansas because Missouri has St. Louis. So if you keep it, you could keep Missouri but give Kansas City to Kansas because Missouri
Well,
has
you know
St.
what?
Louis.
Now, just because I'm mad, Kansas gets both. St. Louis, Kansas. Now, fuck it. It's one state.
Okay, so you combine Kansas and Missouri.
One state. It's
to
just
one
Kansas
giant
now.
Kansas.
Yeah, this is what they get.
Good.
No, they should hold an Olympic style games where all their sports compete against each other, and whoever gets the most medals gets the state.
Now, hold on. You're onto something there. Maybe we're in a perpetual state where like only 49 states can ever exist within the United States at any given time. Or 48,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And every year, maybe not every year, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But at some interval, every state has to fight for their place within the country.
Oh, like a little
A
regulation
yearly-
battle.
A
Mm,
yearly
Yes.
redistricting, you know what I'm
I
saying?
like that.
Right. Right.
Now, I'm going to propose that we cut a state into two states. And
California.
negative. I would love to ship California off into the waters. That's just my opinion. But I think we need to cut.
I wonder why.
this-
Yeah, I know, right?
MAGA Mike
I
is
th-
back.
I think we need to cut the state of New York into two. Because
Why?
That's not the state I thought you were going to say.
No,
because
neither.
upstate is very different from New York City.
I
It
guess I
is
could agree
separate.
with you there.
Have you been upstate? How far upstate have you been, Austin?
All the way.
All the way like what? North?
Like every
or
time
west,
I
or-
would go up to Canada, I drove all the way up through New York.
Okay, so you're talking around up Route 87 to get to like Saratoga Springs, Glen Falls, Plattsburgh, all that. Have you ever went west? Have you ever went Waterloo, the Finger Lakes, Syracuse, Rochester, Utica, Buffalo, and then all the way to like Erie, Pennsylvania? Been out that way?
I've gone to Buffalo. Buffalo is, just from my own experience, like, I don't want to say a wasteland, but like if you're not near Niagara Falls, it's like night and day, dude. It's like abandoned homes and stuff like that. And again, I could have been like, I had a very like small view, right, of that area, but I totally different. Totally different.
So I think, because my sister used to live in Rochester, New York, and it is a beautiful small city. But once you drive through the New York freeway, and once you get past a certain point, like past Albany, it's all corn. There's nothing else.
Okay,
There's-
good. We can get
there's
rid of
nothing else.
Nebraska. It's corn.
So
Great.
so get rid of Nebraska,
Yeah.
but we have to split New York into two because once you go past Albany down, it's all city, it's all bustling and this and that. Once you go up and west, it's all corn, it's all farm. It's very different than the perception of New York City, which is what everybody thinks. So I think we need to split it into two because the representation is very different.
You know,
very different
You
from
know what
the
you're making
city
a
to
really
that.
good case for? Eliminating New York and giving NYC to New Jersey.
That is the most ridiculous thing Now, I've ever heard of in my
I knew that would
life.
piss someone off. Let's go.
But it makes the most sense though.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Think about it.
No, it doesn't.
In fact,
You want Jersey and New York City to smell like shit?
I mean, they
don't
both
think so.
already do.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, come on, man.
just combine it into one state.
Nah.
Yeah.
What's the big
Although
deal?
We
I
call it
did on
New
the
Jersey
subway-
City. Whole thing.
On the on the subway the other day, I did see two little rats, and they were
Oh,
fighting over like a
Oh, hell
little
yeah.
piece of paper. I was like, this is like an industry right here. We could
We could
it's
sell
like dog
this.
fighting, but for little rats.
But
Anyways,
I
sorry,
could get down
side
with that.
tangent.
Keep New York City with the city populations of New Jersey and Eastern Pennsylvania and all that, and leave
You
Albany
know,
up. I like that.
I was here for the discussion, but I don't like all this isolationist talk about New York going on right now. We're
Dog, you're
talking
not
about
in
divvying
dog,
up the territories and
Yeah.
merging with
dog. You're not even a
lesser
New Yorker.
cities. Like,
Not even a New Yorker, dog.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mike.
You said that to us direct. That people are like, oh, I'm not a New Yorker.
Yeah, no, that was in my reflection period. I'm in full neglect mode now.
I lost kind of how many states we've torched
Yeah,
and kept
same.
and whatever the
I
case.
think we
But
did too many actually.
surprise, we're at 31 states.
Yeah,
Surprise.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we add Canada, that's I think there's 6 provinces, so we picked up a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so
What do
fun.
we
Listen,
do?
we're picking up. Go ahead.
What do we do with Guam? Like, what are we doing with that?
Still a territory, I guess.
That's
I had no clue where Guam. I didn't even know it was like out in the Pacific Ocean until like maybe a couple years
Not
ago.
gonna lie to you guys right now. If you asked me to point out Guam on a map, wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
It's out there by like Indonesia, no?
Yeah. It's
Not
like it's
too far
super
from the
small too.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could eliminate some of these states. Give Puerto Rico statehood. Give DC statehood.
Do we give Alaska to Canada or do we give it back to Russia?
No, we give it to Canada.
No, we're
We can't-
taking Canada.
Yeah, we're taking Canada. So now Alaska could be. Now it's all contiguous United States.
That's right.
We can give Texas away. Who cares? But we'll pick up Canada.
No,
Easy.
Texas.
They've been wanting to be on their own for a while now.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Texas is too. No, we need to keep that.
I don't know why.
I'd be
but
okay with giving away Nevada. What's in Nevada besides Vegas?
Reno.
And what's in
Bam.
Reno besides the police department?
A very, very small Las Vegas, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you can gamble a lot in Reno.
So, with the exception of Vegas, what's in Nevada exactly? Is Area 51 in Nevada?
I thought that was
That's a great question.
Arizona, but it could be Nevada.
Okay,
I
well,
also thought that was.
If-
Well, hold on. The Bunny Ranch is in Nevada, so it stays.
what the hell's the Bunny Ranch?
Look
Playboy
it up.
Bunny.
Look it up. It's not Playboy, but look it up.
I was gonna say it ain't. Dog, you crazy.
What's the Bunny Ranch?
I'll tell you
Oh, we
guys off.
can't- we
pod.
can't
I'll tell you guys
discuss.
off pod. It's fine.
Gotcha.